Hey, what's up? Brandon here, and I wanted to share with you something that you're going to find to be very exciting. And that is the same process that I share with my prospective clients that helps them understand clearly about the goals that need to be met and the systems that need to be in place for them to reach their goal and their lifestyle. And what I want to do is share that with you today. And it's a simple process that I believe you're going to be able to start to implement as soon as today. And the reason why I want to share this with you is because I just think that every business owner should know this. And when you know your numbers and you know the goal, and you know the process and the system to get you there, it's all about daily action, accountability, and consistency. And so everyone tries to overwhelm things. They try and overcomplicate things so that you can give them more money. My job is to simplify this for you, okay? What we want to do is help you understand what your goals are, what's your current resources and availability, and how do we map out a strategy to get you there based on both. And you're going to see that in a second, we're going to do just that. So take what I'm going to share with you, implement it into your business, and I promise you, you're going to start to see some incredible results. All right, I'm going to see you in a second.
All right, and I'm back. So let's cut right to the screen. You're going to see that at the very top left is where all the magic begins. You're going to see that's where the traffic's going to come from. Now, it doesn't matter if it's coming from Facebook. It doesn't matter if it's coming from YouTube, Google, Instagram. It does not matter where you're getting your traffic. What we want to do is take that traffic, guide it, and then direct it to a specific set or sequence of landing pages. We're going to create this one time, one offer, one giveaway, and we're going to start to test multiple angles. We're going to start to test multiple entry points. So in order to have a properly converting marketing funnel, right? In order to actually make more sales and drive more customers to your store, wherever you're, doing business at, you've got to have a few things when you're, digitally marketing. And one of those things is, of course, the free giveaway or valuable giveaway is what you can call it. What we want to do is it could be content if you're an info guy, it could be a coupon, it could be a VIP list, it could be an early bird registration. Like what we want to do is create a valuable giveaway. We want to be able to give them something in exchange for them giving us something in return. So when you're thinking about what is it that you are going to give away, you always want to start with the end in mind. So always believe that when you are going to create your marketing funnels, know that your core offer has to come first, right? What is your core offer going to be? And if you don't know how to create the core offer, that's something that we obviously train and teach within our academy. So it's an amazing reason to stick around to the end of this to see how you can go ahead and gain access to that for free. But when you're going through the marketing process, you're really going to want to pay attention to your core offer, and then you want to reverse engineer that. So how are we going to go ahead and bring somebody in off of a similar topic without cannibalizing the offer? So let's say for instance, for us, we offer into our online academy. We want to, instead of just pushing it straight to the academy, we'd like to say, hey, look, let me give you something for free to help educate you on some things that we could actually train you on inside the academy, right? So we're going to give them what, in this case, one of the best converting ones that we have is the case study that we've been able to develop. And that allows them to see some pretty cool tricks about how to start building a business without generating or without having any advertising or blogging or SEO or social media or stuff like that, right? So that's one free giveaway that we're using to then push them through to the sales letter, right? And then to the qualification form, then to the virtual calendar in which we're going to follow these steps, and then we're going to take them through and send them some text and email reminders, right? So this is just one way of doing things, but if you're, selling, let's say fitness, right? Let's say that you're a personal fitness trainer or you're a gym owner, great funnel that's going to work for you as well. If you're a photographer, this is a great funnel that's going to work for you. If you're selling any kind of professional services, real estate, it does not matter. Any kind of professional services, whether it's B2B or B2C, you are going to be in a good spot when you have this implemented. So when you're taking a look, take a look at the different elements, right? We have the traffic component number one. Then we're going to have the different variations of the landing page, which is going to be giving them something for free in exchange for their name and email. And then we're going to take them directly to a few different variations of your sales letters. Now, the sales letters are going to be written for a purpose to be able to sell. I mean, sales letter is for them to sell. So I don't want you to get overwhelmed with this. We actually provide the copy, the templates, and everything to be able to be swiped that's proven inside our academy that we run for our members. And that allows people to just kind of get that overwhelm to disappear, because everybody knows that if you're not good with ad copy, it's going to prevent you from doing it. And if you don't do it, then you're not going to see the results. If you don't see the results and you don't make any money, if you don't make any money, then there's a lot of people upset out there. So let's keep that from happening and make sure that you get out there and understand how important it is to get the proper sales letter and the variations written. right? You got to understand what to test in order to start testing, right? So we start from the basics, obviously, inside of the academy. So when you're thinking about how you're going through this, it's going to be landing page, sales letter, qualification form. Now, again, there are going to be some pieces that maybe don't fit to your business model. Maybe you don't want to have a qualification form. Maybe you're selling a direct product. Maybe you're an e-com, right? Well, what we could do is we could take landing page, or we can run straight to sales office, because we have e-com clients right now. We're taking them straight to a site, right? But what we do is we build up value in the front end. We run brand awareness campaigns that layer on top of things here to make it easier for people when they first see them now to say, oh, you know what? I saw a video from this person before, right? We use this a lot of the time as retargeting when we're thinking about e-com, because of the fact that we know we have to capture attention more than one time in order to really get someone to purchase. So when you're thinking about the next step, which is the virtual calendar part, again, this might not be something that works well for you, but in most industries and really in all professional services, we've seen that whether, if you're selling a real estate right now, right? Let's say you're looking for buyers. You have landing page giving away maybe a free CMA. We'd want to do something better than that. But then you're looking at a sales letter that says, hey, look, why am I the best? Or why is my company the best? Why are my agents the best, right? Why is my approach the best? My negotiation tactics, right? What is it that I'm trying to sell them on so that I can get them to become a client of mine? And then we qualify them. Are you a buyer, a seller, or an investor, right? How much are you looking to purchase or invest in the next 90 days or more than 90 days, right? 0 to 60, 60 plus, whatever it is, right? However you want to gauge it. What's your current budget, right? So you have a qualification form to make sure that you're dealing with only serious buyers. Are you pre-approved, right? And then it's going to take into account where they can actually meet with you or one of your staff. Then it's going to then get them a call to vet, and then we're going to confirm that vetting process on the actual call. So when you're looking at the process here, we want to be able to break this down to say, look, we've already given them a lot of value here. Then we've given them a little bit more value and then sold them, basically introduced them, right, to the fact that, hey, look, I have something that's probably going to help you. Again, we don't want to look at it like sales. I look at it as serving, right? So we always want to make sure that we're serving our market. And that's what the sales letter allows you to do. Without this sales letter, you can't actually serve, right? You're just giving away here. But again, with freebies, it doesn't always tend to get 100% of your views. So when you actually have someone who's going to read the sales letter after they opted in, and then they're going to go ahead and go to the qualification form and then schedule their session, what happens, or they're meeting with you, what happens is you end up having a higher quality client, or I should say prospect. Then what we do is we call to vet that prospect. So they've just chosen their time and day to speak with me or you, and then they're going to go ahead and now me or my team are going to give them a call and go, hey, Guy X, saw that you went and scheduled for this and this time. Perfect. I want to go ahead and ask a couple questions before we go ahead and get you completely approved for this meeting, right? And that's when you go into the vetting process that we share with our Academy members as well. And then you have the confirmation process, where that's actually done on the first meeting. So you could tell that there's really, in my instance, I don't talk to anybody until this point here. So they're going through an automated process and speaking with my team up until I get to right here with this box. So you can see, look at all this stuff that's happening on automation, being tested and rotated and tweaked and turned. And then we're not actually speaking to anybody until here, because we want to make sure that they're qualified and they're ready to make a decision. Because if not, then for my personal clients and my high consulting clients, we can't end up really wasting time, right? I have to be able to spend a lot of time with making sure that the processes are being developed the right way. So if I'm meeting with people who are unqualified, I'm actually doing a disservice to my current clients. So you have to make sure that you're looking at it from a standpoint of how can I be efficient, but more importantly, how can I really give the best service? And by taking meetings with people who are unqualified, you're not giving your best service to your current clients and existing clients. Well, what happens after they opt in, right? Because we already know that only about 15% of the people are going to take us up and move past the sales letter, right? So if you're looking at over 15 or about 15%, what happens to the other, 85 that don't take us up on this part right here? Maybe 90% that don't take us up on this part right here? Well, that's where we put them in the follow-up. And this is going to be a behaviorally dynamic follow-up, where, as you can tell, there's going to get a download, which is going to match here, right? That's what they're opting in for. They're opting in for the download. Then they're going to get the Goodwill sequence, which is going to be a educational piece of information, right? That's going to have a sales pitch at the end. So it's going to be like, hey, here's 3 things that can help you with accomplishing X based on what they opted in for here. And then you're going to end up taking them through a sales video or a video that's going to educate them on how to accomplish that. And then at the end, you're going to say, hey, look, if you like what I just shared with you, why don't you go ahead and check out, boom, and then insert offer, whatever it is that you're selling. Now, if they're clicking to watch those videos, but they're not purchasing, then we want to be able to track that and say, okay, well, if they clicked, let's put them into a sales sequence. right? So if they're clicking and watching your videos, reading your content, and they're becoming more educated and they look like they're actually looking for a solution, more in-depth solution, then it's only right for you to really serve them, like I said, because you can't sell them or serve them until you sell them. So when you are looking at sales sequence, now you're looking at a 4-day, maybe 5-day, usually we do 4 days, right? A 4-day sales sequence that's gonna have real scarcity. And you're looking at underneath the goodwill, you're looking at 3 to 4 emails in here. You're looking at the sales sequence is about 4 to 10 emails. You're looking at now if they purchased, they're just gonna be tagged as an active buyer and they're gonna be put into an Ascension follow-up where now we can upsell them on different products and engage with them in different ways because now we know they're a buyer. If they don't click the goodwill sequence, it's no problem. We're gonna take them through a second angle, meaning that we're gonna approach it from another topic. And then we're gonna see if they click that. If they don't click that, we're gonna put them through a re-engagement campaign. If they do click, we're gonna take them right back up to that sales sequence. Now, that re-engagement campaign is gonna be about 3 to 4 emails as well. And if they click that, then they're gonna go to the webinar invite, which means that, hey, look, we're re-engaging them. Let's go ahead and see if they're gonna make a move. And then in that webinar, did they purchase? If they purchased, then we're gonna put them up and tag them as an active buyer, right? And through the sales sequence, here's what's also cool, because if they actually don't purchase through the sales sequence, right, then we're gonna send them to the webinar invite. So you can see everything is running together. Everything is kind of like its own ecosystem. And when you have this set up for you, you're gonna be driving traffic from Facebook, online, wherever it is in the digital space, to wherever it is that you want as a free offer, and then guiding them down this path. Now, if you run a restaurant, imagine this, okay? We've done this with plenty of restaurants, or with a few restaurants as well. Think about this, plenty of offers at least. And what we're looking at is landing page could be one that worked well was for birthdays. That was one of the best ones, was for birthdays. Parties of 6 or more, and it was to register for, it was targeting people who had a birthday within the next 7 days, and it was for parties of 6 or more, and it was giving away, I think, a free dinner. So a free dinner and free dessert for the whole party, right? And so what we did is we gave that away. That was the giveaway, right? And then that took them to a sales letter. We could actually say, hey, why don't you reserve here? When you reserve, you're going to get an additional X, right? Because we wanted them to commit in advance. Hey, call now. We don't want you to wait. Just call now. If you make a call right now, here's an additional bonus that you can get. So another sales letter to get them to follow through. Maybe it's to share referrals. Maybe it's to fill out a Google review. Maybe it's to do something like that, right? Qualification form, or it could be a, hey, give us a little more information about your party form, right? Speaking about the restaurants, how many people are you going to have? What time of day would you like it for? What date are you looking for? Things like that, right? Do you want it, because we've worked with people who have lakeside versus indoor, outdoor, right? Do you want it on the patio? So you can have a qualification form and actually use that to call them to say, hey, look, we have all the information we need. You're ready to go. Stuff's booked, right? You could have them then get taken to a calendar where they can schedule their own time to come in and reserve, right? So all this stuff can still be automated for whatever industry you're looking for. And then all this down here is going to be done for you as well. And it's going to be behaviorally dynamic. So I would love if you thought that this was something that would be of value to you, to go ahead and click the link or the button around this video and get taken to the letter that I wrote for you about the new online academy that I launched last year. We're coming up on our year anniversary, and I'm excited to say that it has been one of the best things I've ever done. We get to meet with entrepreneurs from all over the world every single week and really see everybody grow. It's also the only online academy that's guaranteeing you that your business is going to be able to generate $500,000 in sales in the next 24 months. And the reason why we can actually guarantee that is because of what you're going to learn about when you click the button on this page to read more about how you can gain access for free today. So I appreciate you for watching this. And if this interests you, go ahead, man. I'd love to be able to get you involved with the Academy. It's no cost today, 7-day trial for absolutely free. Go ahead and check it out, and I'll see you on the next video.